Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're the show that, well, cracks open those glossy brochures and gets down to the brass tacks of what world-famous spots are really like for guests. Today, we're zooming in on Dubai's most, iconic building, that incredible sail shape rising over 321 meters. A symbol of modern design and, let's face it, extreme luxury.
It really is more than just a hotel. It's a statement piece. And our mission today, for you listening, is simple. Give you the real story, fast.
Yeah, we're cutting through all that marketing fluff.
Exactly. We're using thousands of real guest reviews from TripAdvisor and Booking.com to figure out if that hyper-luxury actually translates into a perfect stay.
Okay, let's start with where it is. The location is part of the whole mystique, right? Built on its own man-made island, 280 meters off Jumeirah Beach. Sounds super exclusive, maybe even isolated, but how easy is it for a tourist to, get around?
Well, that's the interesting thing. It sounds isolated, but it's actually surprisingly accessible. It scores really well on walkability, like 81 out of 100.
81? Wow, so you're not stuck out there.
Not at all. You're actually just minutes away from major attractions.
Right, like the Wild Wadi Water Park. That's just a 5-minute walk across the bridge, and guests get unlimited access, correct?
That's right, unlimited access. And if you want something maybe a bit more cultural, the Souk Madinat Jumeirah is, maybe a 15-minute walk.
So it manages that tricky balance, privacy, but also convenience.
Precisely. And that combination, plus just the sheer visual impact of the place, probably explains the fantastic overall ratings.
What are we looking at score-wise?
Pretty stellar. TripAdvisor gives it a 4.6 out of 5. They got it a Traveler's Choice Award, placing it in the top 10% worldwide.
Okay.
And Booking.com, a superb score of 9.3 out of 10. These are genuinely world-class numbers.
Which naturally leads us to the rooms themselves, the core experience. And this is where the scale just blows you away. Only 199 rooms in the whole place. And every single one is a luxury duplex suite.
Yeah, duplex. Spread over 2 floors. One reviewer mentioned their suite was 2,400 square feet. Massive.
2,400 square feet. You're basically getting an apartment, not a hotel room.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And the scores back up that feeling of quality and space. Booking.com gives comfort a 9.7.
9.7, incredible.
And TripAdvisor. Rooms get 4.8 out of 5, and cleanliness gets an almost perfect 4.9.
So people agree the physical space is immaculate.
Definitely. Reviewers use words like perfectly clean, everything worked like it should, and they often mention the little luxury touches like the Hermes bathroom products.
Right, those details matter at this price point. And the maintenance seems top-notch, too, especially for a hotel that's been open, nearly 25 years now?
Yeah, one guest who had stayed over 50 times said it still looks like it was just finished. Incredible upkeep.
But there's always a but, isn't there? While the maintenance is perfect, the style, the design, that's where some friction comes in.
Exactly. The aesthetic is, it's polarizing. All that gold and lavish decor. It's high quality, no doubt, but not everyone loves it.
A bit dated, maybe, or just not to everyone's taste.
Both, I think. One reviewer put it well, saying, the interiors may not reflect contemporary design or their personal taste. It's very much a late 90s vision of luxury, just kept in perfect condition.
And we should probably mention that housekeeping critique we found buried in there. Someone mentioned a musty smell.
Ah, yes, that translated review. Persistent musty smell in the room. It suggests that even with perfect surface cleaning, maybe age and the seaside humidity can sometimes cause issues.
Makes sense. It's a tough environment. But the biggest sticking point with the rooms wasn't the smell or even the gold taps, was it? It was the tech.
Oh, definitely. The technology or lack thereof.
Which seems odd. You're paying top dollar, expecting the best of everything. Shouldn't seamless tech be standard now?
You'd think so. And this is where there's a real disconnect. A guest staying as recently as February 2024 said the tech badly needs upgrading.
Did they give specifics?
They did. A very telling example. They wanted to watch a big rugby match. Couldn't get it on the huge room TV. Ended up having to watch it on their phone.
Oh, the irony. In this hyper-modern suite, in one of the world's most futuristic cities, watching rugby on a phone screen.
It's quite something, isn't it? It suggests management prioritizes maybe the physical upkeep, the gold leaf, over keeping the digital side cutting edge.
A focus on legacy luxury over modern convenience.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
They nail the old world luxury, huge space, spotless condition, but they seem to stumble on that new world expectation of easy connectivity. Which kind of brings us to the wider facilities and the people. How do they compensate?
Right. Let's move beyond the suite itself. The overall property facilities score really well, 9.5 on booking.com. It really is a destination resort.
What stands out?
Well, there's that incredible terrace, pools, private cabanas looking like they're floating over the sea, private beach access, of course. The Talise Spa sounds amazing. Separate indoor infinity pools for men and women, hot tubs, saunas, and then there are 8 different restaurants and bars.
8. And the food gets a lot of praise, doesn't it?
Consistently. People rave about the dining. The breakfast buffet sounds incredible. Italian, American, halal, gluten-free, you name it. Just a huge spread.
Yeah, catering to everyone.
And reviewers mention specific spots, too, like dinner at Ali Wan for the Arabic buffet or having drinks up in the Skyview bar.
Ah, the Skyview bar. 200 meters up, right? Those views must be insane.
Exactly. So the amenities definitely deliver that wow factor.
And how about the people? The service? Because that's often what really makes or breaks a luxury stay.
The scores are fantastic here, too. Staff get 4.7 out of 5 on TripAdvisor, 9.4 out of 10 on Booking.com.
So almost as high as cleanliness and comfort.
Pretty much. The consensus is unparalleled service. Very attentive, very proactive. The butlers get mentioned again and again.
Oh, the extra mile.
Totally. And not just booking tables, but really anticipating needs. Like that story about the butler finding a special channel so a guest could watch the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. And only charged, what, 20 cents for it?
Something tiny like that. It shows real dedication. And they use tech for service too, right? The e-butler.
Yes, the e-butler system. It's like a digital concierge. Guests can make requests quickly through an internal system. It's a smart way they use tech to enhance the personal service.
So maybe that's how they compensate for the older in-room media tech. When the TV fails, the human steps in via the e-butler.
That could be part of it. That high level of personalized problem solving is probably key to justifying the reputation and the price.
Okay, but even with generally amazing service, there were some significant slip-ups reported, real friction points that clash with that unparalleled promise.
Right, let's get into those. Because no place is perfect, especially under such scrutiny.
There is that translated review describing a really bad checkout.
Ah, yes. The guest felt rushed, pressured, continuous knocks on the door, the butler wanting to check the room while they were still packing, even though they had a credit card on file.
Doesn't sound very relaxing or luxurious.
No. The reviewer called it too much haste to kick out the customer. Completely undermines that feeling of being pampered right at the very end.
Feels like maybe an operational pressure overriding the guest experience.
Possibly. But there was another incident, even more jarring, involving the pool rules.
The one about the dress code.
Exactly. A reviewer described how a lifeguard asked a veiled woman to leave the pool because her dress was apparently floating too much.
Okay.
And the reviewer's main point was shock, not just at the request, but because this specific dress code wasn't posted anywhere.
Oof, that's a big issue. Lack of clear communication turns a policy into a really awkward, potentially offensive, personal interaction.
Completely. Especially when it touches on cultural attire. You expect sensitivity and clarity at a hotel like this, not rigid enforcement of unwritten rules.
It feels like a failure in communication and maybe cultural awareness training, not just one employee having a bad day.
I'd agree. It highlights how even small inconsistencies can feel huge when the expectation is absolute perfection.
And these kinds of negative experiences, even if rare, likely feed into the final and maybe most contentious point, value for money.
Yes. The million-dollar question, or rather the several $1,000s a night question. Is it worth it?
This is where the scores noticeably dip. Still good, but lower. Value gets 4.2 out of 5 on TripAdvisor and 8.7 out of 10 on Booking.com. It's the lowest category.
Right. And the reviews become really polarized here.
How so?
On one side, you've got people saying it's unbelievable, the best 5-star hotel ever, even saying it deserves 7 fully deserved stars.
So for them, the price is justified by the experience.
Absolutely. They say things like, bring plenty of money, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
Some even suggest booking in the off-season to make it more affordable, but they still say you should experience it.
But then, 8.7 on Booking is still very good. It's not a bad score. Why does it feel like the biggest point of negativity?
I think it's because people are rating 2 different things. They rate the physical hotel, the staff, the cleanliness. Those get 9.0 plus scores, world class. But they're also rating it against the myth of the 7-star hotel, against that astronomical price tag. The expectation isn't just luxury, it's flawless perfection, maybe even magic.
Right, so any little flaw, the outdated TV, a musty whiff, a clumsy checkout, that pool incident, it gets magnified because the cost is so immense.
Exactly. The expectation is sky high, almost impossibly so. Any deviation, however small, feels like a bigger failure because you paid so much. It chips away at that perceived value.
That makes a lot of sense. The hotel delivers incredibly high standards on space, cleaning, and personal service.
Consistently. It's a true luxury institution in that sense.
But for anyone sensitive to price or expecting cutting-edge tech alongside the pampering, that huge cost creates the friction, hence the lower, more polarized value score.
Precisely the trade-off.
Okay, so wrapping this up, the big takeaway seems to be, this is a genuinely spectacular, one-of-a-kind luxury experience.
Yeah.
Massive suites, incredible personal service are the pillars. But you need to be prepared for that eye-watering price tag, and you need to know the tech might feel a bit dated, and that while service is mostly amazing, occasional inconsistencies can happen, and they feel worse because of the sky-high expectations.
Well put. It's luxury, but perhaps a specific, slightly older school version of it maintained impeccably.
And for a final thought for you to mull over, remember that guest with 50-plus visits.
The one who's seen it evolve.
Yeah. They observed that since 1999, it shifted from being primarily a business and diplomatic hotel to a top hotspot for holidaymakers.
A big shift in clientele.
So consider this. What impact does that shift catering more to high-volume tourism, even luxury tourism, have on the experience today? Especially while trying to keep a 25-year-old icon in perfect condition. How does that balance play out minute to minute for the guest?
An institution adapting. Definitely something to think about.
Indeed. Thanks for diving deep with us today.